Buongiorno. So, honestly, I haven't done one of these for a very long time. I am very awful at keeping anything updated. And every time that I start doing something like this, my personality goes away. I had all these thoughts when I was taking a shower. I know, shower thoughts, right? And now there's just nothing left. I got coffee and I thought I was going to come up here and do something, and it turns out I can't. We're just gonna go on a rant. Got a new job. It's awesome. I can't complain about it. My previous job, I started making very, very little. I think the most I made for the last 2 months I was there was maybe $400 to $500 in a month, and that's not enough to survive on. There's 2 people in my household. It was very depressing. I was depressed for a long time because of that job. Got out of it, not depressed anymore. At least I don't think. This job has made me realize a couple things that I do that I just do. I can't focus on anything, apparently. I'm terrible at listening, apparently. That might be one thing. Made my life a bit difficult with being married, but it's all good now. It's all good. And I don't know why, but I keep having this thought. Oh, that's why. I went and saw a therapist, the rapist. A couple of days ago. It brought up a lot of things that I didn't realize. Like, I apparently avoid things a lot, and that makes sense. I think the train of thought there is, it brought up that fact. So what other facts does it bring up? And in the shower, I was like, well, I had a lot of self-reflection back when I was a teenager. That's what got me on to not believing in God. I wouldn't say I'm exactly an atheist. I'm not anything else. Like, the closest thing that you can come to is an atheist, but I'm not typically an asshole about it. Not really who I am. But I think that was what I wanted to talk about, was the self-reflection thing, the no God thing. If you believe in God, cool. If you don't believe in God, cool. If you're this way or that way, cool. I don't care. I don't think it's proper for me as a person to judge you based on what you believe or what you are. Not right to judge on that. I'm losing track. And this is another thing that I went to a therapist for, because my mind's racing 24/7. I want to make a video that kind of shows that. I think that would be cool. It would be terrible to watch. So back on track, the atheism thing. I had a lot of self-reflection about that. I believed in God for a long time, and I think it was about 14. I was a loner. Go figure. Still kind of a loner. It's all good. I'm not depressed about it. People realizing that people are terrible people. People are terrible. Number 1 cause of world's problem, or the problems of the world. Yeah, so self-reflection. Self-reflection. I had self-reflection for a year, about when I was 14, and I came to the realization that the entire God thing doesn't make sense. Still doesn't make sense for me. Chin. I'm more of a realist. I don't know why I do things. I don't know why. Off track. Keep track. God doesn't make sense to me. That's where I am. God doesn't make sense to me at all. I don't like the thought of something controlling aspects of my life that I have no control over. I am my own person. I can make my own choices. What led me here wasn't because of God or a higher being, whatever you would believe. None of that brought me to this point in my life. All my, I wouldn't say interactions, but things in my life brought me here. Things in my life brought me to this point in time. Shirt's awesome. I had a conversation with somebody on YouTube. I think he was a guitar player. And it wasn't really a conversation. It was just, hey, you have the same shirt. I recognize that. He's like, sweet, dude. I love this shirt. Me too, I said. This is my daily life for me. Is what am I talking about? The topic is never the topic I started out with. Yeah, I can't even remember what the topic was. I know I got some. Oh, the therapist said I might have ADHD too. That might be the reason why I can't keep track of anything. I don't know what I said like 10 minutes ago. It's terrible. This is why I don't do this thing. I never really recognized that I was so all over the place until I got into this new job. Then I started realizing all these, like, I don't know where I am. Am I here? Am I here? Am I in the middle? Or am I way off? Just out of there. Happens in a lot of school too. You can sit there and listen to a teacher talk. A teacher talk. My mind. I don't know how many people will agree with me or sympathize with me. Empathize? Whatever. But yeah, after like 10 minutes of like trying to pay attention, like, oh, I'm focused on you. You're gonna teach me all this cool stuff. And then my mind is just like, well, what's this? And that leads to what's this, which leads to what's this, which is a long fucking chain of somehow they are see, it just happened all the time. This is my life. It's a long chain of things that are moderately connected. If they are connected just barely, they're connected in my mind. Like, oh, this, and then they're barely connected, but that leads me to this, which leads me to this thing, which is totally off topic from the first thing that I started with. It's like a YouTube hole. You click on the one video, and then you have this sidebar, and you click on a video in the sidebar that leads you to something else that's kind of connected, that leads you down this other hole, and by the end of your YouTube hole, you are on like Two Girls, One Cup, and you started out with drums or something, watching a drum cover. It's my mind. Just as far away as I can get from the original point. Good. I've been talking for 12 minutes, 13 minutes, and apparently I never shut up. I always thought I was the quiet kid. I guess I'm not. It's all good. But I really am just realizing some stuff that I've been doing the entire time I've been talking. Now I've lost. Whatever. I'm ending the video now. Bye.